Hi, welcome to the Hive of the Ozarks. What do I do on my first day of work?
So before you come to work, make sure that your face is clean, that you've brushed your teeth, that you're wearing deodorant, and that you're wearing a t-shirt and shorts or pants, as well as socks and closed-toed shoes.
We're going to do a tour of the Hive. Come on in.
The Hive of the Ozarks in Willard, Missouri. Different abilities, same opportunities. Now, the Hive of the Ozarks has a purpose to provide employment opportunities for persons with disabilities, which includes me, Brady Marshall. I am on the autism spectrum, and I've had a college degree for over a year now.
So Brady, what area do you call this?
This is the retail segment. As you can see, we sell various plants. And also, we got some stickers and some locally sourced honey from Walnut Grove, Missouri.
Awesome.
And also some lotion and even coffee roasted by Dr. Six Coffee Company.
Nice. And then what is this area?
This is, of course, the dining room.
And what are the couches over there for?
They're lounges for extra seating. Also for people to hang out. Just like at a traditional coffee shop, you would say. If you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So whenever you come into work, you come in the door, what do you do first?
Well, first things first.
Where do you put your things? Like if you have a backpack or a
We've got
purse.
backpacks we put on. We've got some hangers in the back.
Do you put your stuff on any hanger or do you have a specific hanger?
We can put ours on just any hanger. We usually put on aprons, so I guess we have to.
And where do you get those?
We used to have a hanger up behind you where we used to put our aprons, but it is not there anymore.
So
And by the way, this is the kitchen.
yeah. So then once you get your apron and you put your stuff up, where do you get your name tag?
We have actually got a little bucket where we store name tags not in use.
Okay.
This is it.
Awesome.
And my name tag is already on it.
And that's what you do at the beginning of the day.
Yes, it is. Now, Miss Skaggs has 2 scheduled days of the week to do laundry, to wash our aprons, Monday and Thursday.
Do you wear the same apron both times or do you get a new apron each day?
Sometimes I wear the same apron for 2 or more days until it's time to wash it.
Okay.
This is the little bucket where we store them.
And that's for dirty aprons?
Yes. Above that bucket are our trash bags.
So at the start of your shift, you come in the front door. What is the first thing that you do?
First off, we wash our hands.
Okay.
This is one hand washing station. That's where we've got to wash our hands.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the sink next to it, which we use to rinse our cups.
So you can't wash your hands in that?
No, we cannot.
Okay.
Always wash your hands before you handle any foods.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, put on gloves before you start handling food, preparing meals. But also wash your hands before you put on gloves.
Okay.
So says this sheet about glove use. Glove use does not replace the need for good hand washing practices. Wash your hands before you put on gloves. Put gloves on only when you are ready to handle ready-to-eat foods.
And how long should you wash your hands for?
At least 20 seconds. Has long been said. You gotta use the gloves for one task only and then discard. Also, if you're interrupted for something during food preparation, such as an emergency, you got to remove the gloves and discard immediately. You gotta dispose of them immediately once you take them off.
Awesome.
You gotta use clean gloves every time you resume food preparation for everyone's safety. Here are some more rules about how to handle food safely. in. At the checkout is the cash register where you've got to walk in to work. Here's how you do it. You click the shifts button, and then you clock in to work with pressing the green clock in button. And when you leave work, you gotta clock out, clicking the red button. And this button called registers is how you take orders, how you calculate the total cost of the orders.
So once they order something, you press on it, and then it adds it up, right?
Right.
And then what do you do?
And then when all that's done, you click the pay button.
Okay.
But for us employees, foods are half price.
Mm-hmm.
That's the employee discount. And drinks are free.
Okay. So let's start. Can we start from the beginning? And like, let's say I want to buy a scone. So I come up and I say I would like a scone. What do you do first?
Well, first things first, you look for the category it belongs under. A scone is pastries and sweets.
Okay.
And order a scone,
Okay.
a scone.
And I'm
or
actually
pastry
gonna
costs
buy one.
$2.50.
Okay. So then let's say like I'm a customer right now, and then so you clicked on it,
Yeah.
and then do you click pay?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, but you might want to insert the card in first.
Okay. So I would
Just to
hand
make
this
sure
to you,
that. Thank you.
and then this is the chip side goes in first, right?
Right.
Okay.
Then click pay. Would you like to round your order up or donate a different amount?
Yeah.
That's optional.
And you would ask the customer that, and then I would press,
Yeah, that's right.
and then what
It's
do
up
you
to
do?
$3.
Can you see it?
This is not how it normally works. So you could just add the payment.
Okay. Yeah. Click that.
Is this amount okay? $3?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Here's a card.
And then what do you say to a customer after you finish?
You got it. I think the customer usually has to sign.
Okay.
We also have loyalty cards. By the way, now the cash register is asking, how would you like your receipt?
I would like my receipt printed, please.
All right, I will print the receipt for you.
Thank
Here's
you.
your receipt.
Thank you. And how do you tear off the receipt back there?
Here's how you pull it, yank it from there.
So
As so.
do you have to like pull from one side and rip up?
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
like you got to.
Okay, great. Awesome. Thank
So
you.
you want one scone?
I want one scone.
Would you like it for here or to go?
I would like it to go.
Okay. To go, one scone.
And then who do you give that to?
We sell sweet treats over on the counter. So orders for the sweet treats and drinks stay here. Now, if you was to order like sandwiches, syrups, and salads, we would bring those orders over to the kitchen.
Where did it go back in the kitchen? Can you show us?
Yes,
Obviously this is a scone, but if it were a sandwich.
the law is this is where we store the orders. Right here, just above the toaster.
Okay.
And yes, by the way, we do toast the breads for the sandwiches.
Okay.
Except for the hoagie buns, the bread we use for our French dip sandwiches.
So, let's say that since it's a scone, how many do you have that?
We make to-go orders in boxes.
Okay.
So you said you want a scone, so before we do that, we also put stickers on the boxes once we've wrapped the order in it. We use the special kind of napkins or so to put the scones on,
Mm-hmm. And why do you use the napkin?
so that we're not touching it directly with the bare hands.
Okay. Okay.
That's also the reason why we wear gloves when we prepare foods.
And why is that important?
Simply to protect our customers, to keep any bacteria of our own away from the foods.
Okay.
To handle the food safely. And there are some food particles, which here means that the plate has to be pre-rinsed.
Do you need to wear gloves to wash dishes?
Oh no.
Okay.
So the one thing we do with food left behind is we put them in a bucket of compost.
And you just use the forks that are on the plates?
Yeah, usually to make it easier. Forks or spoons.
And then you always cover it up and put it back?
With this lid.
Okay.
Like that. So this is a compost bucket. These threads next to the compost bucket, I'm not sure about. They look like they're meant to be composted soon. But
Maybe they went bad and they're supposed to be composted.
yeah, I'd have to speak with Miss Gax about that.
Now what's the next step to wash dishes?
First off, you gotta re-rinse the dishes. Gax says she likes to do. It helps make sure all the food particles have gotten off so that they don't land in the soapy water. So we use power suds. That's our dishwashing liquid. This is a soapy water. This middle sink is where I put dirty dishes.
Okay.
And then to the left is the sink for the sanitation water. You see how faded this water looks? Apparently that means it is time to renew it. So now, I think Ms. Gex has advised me to only renew it every hour or so, but you see, often enough, food particles do get in there.
So how did you get the water to go down? What did you do?
I take out this drainage basket. I'm using a washcloth to do so to keep it in my hands safe. Because I've had times when I was washing dishes when I cut a finger several times already.
So you use a washcloth to pull it out.
Yes, I do. Nowadays. You see? Okay, I'm trying to take a food particle off. Hey, I just saw a knife in the soapy water. That is a no-no
Why is that?
for safety reasons. What if someone was to pick up dishes out of the water and not see a knife in there until they've cut themselves?
Mm-hmm.
So where do the knives go instead?
We hand wash them we do not put them in the sanitation water. Instead, we use this hose, the sanitation, like this. This is for demonstration purposes, but this knife is in fact dirty. Now, the dishes in the sanitation water have sat there for quite a while. They need to sit there for at least 30 seconds before being taken out of there.
Okay.
So the county health department man who stopped by one day, you see here, some food particles inside. It's what I mean. That's the purpose of pre-rinsing dishes, is to help save us that hassle. And another interesting fact about me, the dishes are what I do most of my working time here. I really like hand washing dishes.
Can you show us how to use that? What is that?
This is a power suds. This dishwashing liquid. I was trying to get another particle out of there. Now, David, the county health department man who stopped by, he told us to save water by simply trying to take the food particles out of the water, draining it out to save us water.
And is that water hot or cold?
The water is actually hot, which is why I turned this cold water on as well.
Okay. So
To
you
help
flip
keep
it
it-
on there,
Yeah,
right?
to help.
And that's
bring-
just hot water, right? And then you add cold water?
Yeah, the soapy water is hot. So is the sanitation water, which is why I turned on the cold water to help bring the water to a more comfortable temperature.
Because otherwise it would hurt your hands, right?
Right, it would. But the water has to be at least warm, but preferably hot, to help kill the germs.
Okay. So once the dishes are cleaned and then they've been in the sanitation for 30 seconds, what do you do with them then?
We put them on the racks next to the sanitation water to dry.
Can you show us?
Sure. These are the dishes now drying. Sometimes we would have a dry towel on the racks also. These use them to dry hands or even the dishes. But I remember hearing tell we should not use a dry towel to dry off the dishes unless we will be using them again immediately. And this is where we store the sharp knives.
Is there anything about knife safety that you think is important?
Yes, a sharp knife is a safe knife.
Oh.
Butter knives are okay to put in the sanitation and soapy waters, but sharp knives are not. They have sharp blades.
So, can you show us where you take out the trash?
Yeah, this is the trash we take out, and if you follow me, we take the trash out this back door. If you look to the right, those are the garbage cans where we store our garbage bags.
Does it matter which one you put the garbage in?
It depends on how full they are. You want to put the garbage bag in the less full can. And around you, ladies, are these cardboard boxes that you got to flatten and take out at the end of the day. It's for recycling.
Okay.
Not everything to be recycled is recyclable here in Rome.
So this is trash here,
Yes, that is trash.
and this is recycling.
Yes.
Okay.
These are the bowls and plates to use for respectively salads and sandwiches. Sandwiches come with side of chips, such as classic sea salt under the brand Boulder Canyon, or Waffles chips, and
How much ice you put in, and how much soda you put in.
yeah. Would you like it for here or to go?
To go, please.
So here are the to-go cups.
Yeah,
Want it
that's what
large?
Gabby said. You could do your own, make up your own.
Do you want it large?
Yeah, large.
Okay. We've got 20 ounce and 32 ounce cups.
Okay.
So, first things first, before pouring the drinks, we scoop some ice into the cup.
So why do you not use the cup to get the ice?
Use this hand scoop would be more sanitary.
And do you always fill the cup all the way up to the brim with ice?
Yeah, yeah. So, here's Dr. Pepper. This is how it works. And as you can see,
And how do you know when to pull it back? Like how
when
do
it's
you?
all the way full.
Okay.
And here are the signs in sign language for all of the drinks. Here is your Dr. Pepper.
Thank you.
And so you put a cap on it, and then you give her a straw.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And by the way, here are some of our other sweets. Our house-made cinnamon rolls, our lemon glazed scones,
Oh, you had your
we've
lid on
got
your straw.
chocolate chip cookies, and we've also got a gluten-free version of our chocolate chip cookies. This is our espresso machine, an Astra espresso machine. That's the other machine we use to brew espresso beverages. Lattes, mochas, which is basically a chocolate latte, cappuccinos, latte macchiatos, or it would be caramel macchiato, flat whites, espresso con panna, cortado, americano. Of course, you can also serve them decaffeinated as well with this button. Convert to decaf. Now, the gourmet coffee button is now the button for Americano. We've also got the button extra froth to, of course, additional frothed milk. And the milk to froth goes in this little door.
And what do you keep down there?
It looks like these are lids for the to-go cups.
So that's where you would go if you need to restock.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here are the cups for hot drinks such as coffee or tea, hot tea, and the lids for them.
Okay.
And this here is where we store the to-go cups for cold drinks.
And which one of these is sweet tea and which one is unsweet tea?
This is sweet tea, and this is the unsweet tea.
Okay.
This little bucket that you see is what we use to wipe down the dining room tables.
Okay.
After we bust them. This is the guidance sheet of what each sandwich contains of. And below that are the boxes for to-go orders. So we wouldn't have to walk all the way to the counter just to pick one up. Also at the station are the ingredients for the sandwiches. Now some of the roast beef and turkey we've got to heat up for respectively our French dip sandwiches and Tuscan turkey melts.
And where do you heat that up?
We heat them up in this microwave. You see, these are the stoves in which we heat up our au jus sauce.
How do you stay safe while using the stoves?
Never ever put your hands on the actual stove. That could burn you. And I barely ever do anything with the soups and au jus sauce. That's Logan's specialty, apparently.
Okay.
And we used to have chicken tortilla and potato bacon and or broccoli cheese soup, but we have had times when we ran out of them. I think right now we've only got one flavor of soup that I know of, the Mexican street corn soup.
And what do you keep under here?
I think additional ingredients, like that's the mixture for the chicken Waldorf salad.
Okay, so this is like extra stuff?
Yeah, something like that, but sour cream and also some dressings.
Okay. Okay.
Sweet treats, ready to be stored out on the counter. And behind me is the refrigerator where we store our food products and ingredients.
What's in that freezer?
Looks like this is the freezer. Like we freeze certain foods to help them stay good longer. The ovens.
How do you stay safe while you use the oven?
Well, common sense says, of course, turn the oven off when you're done using them. Of course, keep your hands away from the oven, hands and body, for your safety. This is also, behind me, is the pantry. And this here is some of spare oat milk. One of the ingredient kinds of milk that we could use instead of the standard milk for coffee beverages. And here are our tortilla chips as well.
So you refill the ice out there when it starts to get low. Just
Yeah.
put it in this bucket here.
Yeah. Now, our ice machine at the vending machine probably is full enough, but I'm putting this anywhere to demonstrate. Here is how I refill the ice machine.
How many times a day do you need to do that?
I think I just whenever I see the need to do it. And
Depends on how
especially needs to be refilled when it's getting low. We put ice only in this little bucket.
And
Okay.
what do you do with it next?
When that is done, we bring this ice to this little machine. And you dump it. Something where kind of break it up, even out the ice, help it look even. That's how you refill.
And where do you put the ice bucket once you're done with it?
Back on the ice machine. Like this.
So Brady, if you're working and you need to go to the bathroom,
This hallway behind me is to the restroom. This is not like the other hall, which is apparently for employees and other professionals related with the Hive only to enter, because this is a kitchen.
Brady, if I wanted to mop, where would I find a mop?
If you'll follow me, we've got some mops in our little storage closet where we store cleaning supplies. This is it.
Okay.
This is the mopping broom we use. On these clipboards are to-do lists for the afternoons. We've got certain things to be done at 4 o'clock when we close. That's the morning to-do list. Here's what to do when you walk into work and what to do when your shift ends. And other things to do when you're not taking care of a customer.
So like if it's slow, then you go to do these things.
Yes.